Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. You already know that I am. We've got new information about additional content for Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. And no doubt I'm going to be all over it. Let's go ahead and dive into the news. Whoops, sorry I had to clip this in. I forgot. Hey, I got a link down in the description from GOG Games. You can use that to purchase Rogue Trader if you haven't already, or the DLC, of course, if you haven't purchased a season pass. I would get a small percentage of that, so I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. So as many of you already knew, the DLC will be called Rogue Trader Lex Imperialis, and this update is called Meet the Familiars. Now, of course, I'm still relatively new to Warhammer 40K. Rogue Trader was my introduction, but my understanding is the Lex Imperialis are basically like Warhammer's version of police. They're the ones who go around enforcing the laws in a different way from the Inquisition, which is much more focused on Xenos, chaos, things of that nature. The Lex Imperialis is focused on enforcing the internal laws of the Imperium. So should be a different flavor from what we got dealing with the Inquisitor and with Heinrichs. Now, getting into the update, Lord Captains, the Lex Imperialis expansion, not a DLC, an expansion. That's an important note. We've already had the Void Shadows expansion that added a significant amount of content to the game on top of adding a new companion. It also added 2 new archetypes, a ton of additional quests, and even a couple of void ship battles as well, and a slew of armor and weapons that you can make use of. So just all the way around, that expansion really helped to flesh out the game, and I'm expecting that this expansion is going to do something similar. I'm not expecting that it's going to be coupled with a major rework of all the mechanics the way the last one was. Obviously, Outcat decided they're a little dissatisfied with the combat, and so they combed through and changed a bunch of things. I'm not expecting the same thing to happen here, but it should be a slew of new content that'll make a new playthrough all the more enjoyable. The Lex Imperialis expansion for Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader is just around the corner, and today we begin our reveals with its biggest and most exciting feature, the Familiars. From the hints we dropped in our latest AMA with the expansion revolving around the Adeptus Arbitis, many of you have already figured out that the good boy is on his way. What most of you probably didn't expect is that there's not one, but 4 creatures that may now accompany your Rogue Trader thanks to the brand new 2nd tier Overseer archetype. Really cool. So for those of you who haven't played Rogue Trader yet, it's basically 3 tiers of archetypes. You've got your first tier, which is like a soldier and warrior, and basically those basic archetypes. And then there's a 2nd tier you can get into that has more complicated mechanics, such as assassin or arch militant. And so it looks like we're going to have an Overseer 2nd tier archetype that's going to allow us to do some really interesting things. So Abelard introduced the Cyber Mastiff, and he looks like a show enough dog. It's going to be fantastic throwing this creature against enemies. Often seen accompanying Rogue Traders with an Arbitr's origin. So there's going to be a new origin available for us, along with a new 2nd tier archetype. Really cool. These mechanized canine predators provide martial support during both combat and exploration, protecting their master with utmost ferocity. Notably, Solomorn Anthar, the new companion, hailing from the ranks of the Adeptus Arbitis, and we've already seen a picture of at least a little bit of what he looks like. I'm not sure if they changed it since then, but I'll probably put it up here. Also employs one of these fearless beasts. Really freaking cool. I'm definitely going to do a full playthrough with him as my companion. There's also the Cyber Raven. Available to Psychers, these specially bred avian creatures channel and amplify their master psychic abilities, increasing their range, damage, and number of possible targets, as well as providing additional effects. I just did a playthrough as a pyromancer. Can't imagine how much better it would have been having a Raven like this around, we'll see what kind of buffs it actually provides. Then there's also the Servo Skull Swarm, a useful tool often employed by Imperial officers and operatives. These constellations of hovering Servo Skulls provide surveillance, relay their master's abilities across the battlefield, and excel at harassing the enemy. And then finally, we have the Cyber Eagle. Valued by Imperial officers and operatives for their speed and agility, these cybernetic aerial predators soar high above the battlefield, diving on command to blind and maim their master's enemies. They may also serve as a perfect distraction, sowing confusion among enemy ranks and even potentially causing friendly fire. Super cool all around. Love this photo. Probably going to use it in the thumbnail. Oh, I wonder, is this him? Is this supposed to be the new companion? I didn't even notice that before. Oh, super cool. Wow. Okay. We don't have any additional information regarding him as far as I know, but definitely looking forward to learning more about him. Are you ready to unleash your new potential? Stay tuned. We'll share more about the new Overseer archetype, the new RBD's origin, and other info about the Lex Imperialis expansion soon. Very cool. Definitely looking forward to getting more information about this. It's not clear at this time whether or not we're going to get any additional DLC regarding Rogue Trader. Of course, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous had a very long support cycle, so you would think they would at least do like another year, maybe 2 years of DLC support for this game. But they're also supposed to be announcing a new game, I assume sometime this year. And so if that game is also Warhammer title, as many people believe that it is, it might make more sense to go ahead and just stop it here and focus on that title and shift the focus over there. So unfortunately, I don't have any information about that as of yet. Hopefully next month, we're going to get some more info along with updates on what's happening with this expansion. But regardless, you all already know, it's great to see more Owlcat content. Owlcat is pretty much my favorite developer. They make the games that appeal the most to me from both a mechanics and a thematic standpoint. And I'm really excited to find out what their next follow-up game is going to be at the Wrath of the Righteous. So I'm hoping we're going to get information about all that stuff really soon. Since we're on the subject of Owlcat games, don't forget there are 2 titles that they are publishing. First one, Shadow of the Road. This game had a demo that released a couple of months ago. I did a live stream of that, and I also put up a let's play of the entire demo as well. Definitely recommend you check it out. Very interesting samurai theme, cool mechanics. I can't wait for that game to come out. And then the other one is Rue Valley, which also had, I think, like an alpha demo come out that I did a playthrough of, or at least I put up my impressions of it on the channel. Definitely excited about that game as well. Has strong shades of Disco Elysium. Is basically a story where you're stuck in a place where you're experiencing kind of a Groundhog Day thing, where the day starts over and over again, and you can't figure out how to break out of the loop. Seems like they're going to do some interesting things with it. Definitely looking forward to playing that game as well. And both titles seem really narratively strong. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is a link down below. If you want to purchase Rogue Trader on GLG Games, I would get a small percentage, so I would definitely appreciate that. I hope you all enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.